everyone, welcome to another video for SimonsStamp.com. Today I'm starting out with some Neenah Solar White cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping two different stamps. I'm going to stamp this little elephant stamp from Paper Smooches. This is from the A Little Lemon stamp set. And the sentiment I'm going to use right below it is this one that says Loving You More Each Day from the Talk Bubbles 2 stamp set from Simons Stamp. This is exclusive to SimonsStamp.com. I'm also going to use this little kind of little arrow with the hearts in between. I'm going to use that one as well. Because I want them to be completely centered on this piece of white cardstock, which is 4 inches wide by 5 1/4 tall, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and draw a really light line with my pencil using a T-square ruler. Alright, so since it's 4 inches wide, I'm going to mark it at 2 inches really lightly. And then I'm going to draw a line. Doesn't need to be all the way down the card, but just kind of in the center, right there. And I'm also going to draw a little horizontal line as well. That's just going to help me make sure I get my stamp on there just right. I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring, so I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Decided once I saw the size of the stamp versus the entire piece of cardstock, I'm going to go ahead and make the card actually square. So I'm going to cut off the bottom so that it's 4 by 4. Now I'm switching to the other stamp set, and I'm going to do the little arrow piece first, using that same Memento ink. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I draw on a couple more lines, and then I'll be erasing them near the end here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw 2 lines down the sides of the card, or this cardstock here. Alright, I'm going to use an Embossabilities folder to add some embossing on either side of the stamped area. Okay, ran into a problem with how I was going to put this through the machine because it needs to stick out like that, and there's no way it would actually fit in my Big Shot, so I'm not going to use this folder. Instead, I'm going to be using this one by Provo Craft and Cuttlebug. This is the Swiss Dots folder, and I thought it'd be really cute with the kind of like babyish theme I've got going here. So I'm going to go ahead and line up the dots with that penciled line that I drew, and then I can run this through my Big Shot machine. Alright, I've got one side, so now I'm going to come over to the other side and put that in. Alright, so I have these cute dots on either side. Alright, now I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase all of these lines that I used to guide me in embossing and stamping. Alright, I'm going to do some Copic coloring now. I'm going to be using various cool gray colors, and I'm just going to bring them in over here. Okay, I have these little itty bitty hearts that I've cut out for a different project. I used the Simon's Stamp Mini Hearts die, and this little heart is just large enough to cover up these two little hearts in the middle and have it bring in some color. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little dot of Tombow multi-glue right over those hearts. And then I can bring this little die cut heart, and I'm going to use the tip of my scissors just to position that in place. Once it gets kind of pressed down onto the paper and the adhesive starts drying a little bit, it'll become even more sticky and it'll be easier to hold it in place. Alright, I'm going to round the corners with my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. I'm using the 1/4 inch rounder. Alright, I decided I'm going to put just a little bit of shading right underneath the elephants. Alright, I have some more Neenah Solar White cardstock. This is cut to 4 1/4 tall by 8 1/2, so it will create a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square card. Alright, I'm going to put this on the card using foam adhesive. Alright, so there's the card for today. Super simple. Let me turn this off so you can see the embossing a little better. There you go. Super simple, minimal colors, just 2 colors, gray and red, and a little bit of embossing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.